Alrighty, here we go.
Hey, you wanna know about even and odd numbers?
Well, guess what? I'm going to teach you about even and odd numbers. I want to give a special hello to Julie Beth for inspiring me to make this video about even and odd numbers. Let's get right to the heart of it. Those are the even numbers: 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. A lot of people say 10. 10's even because it ends in 0. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, those are the odd numbers, and here's why. I'm going to explain how these are even and odd by making these dots. If you can divide a number by 2 evenly, then it's even. Here's what I mean by that. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 split into 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 split into 2 is 3. And then 8 divided by 2, 8 split into 2 parts is 4. If you want to see it a different way, you can think 2, and if I put them into 2 groups, or groups of 2, I get 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4, if I put them into groups of 2, I'll have 2 groups. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6, if I put them into groups of 2, I'll have 3 groups. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 8, if I put them into groups of 2, I'll have 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Because all these numbers can be split in 2, because these numbers are divisible by 2, they're even. That's what makes them even. Because they can be divided by 2 evenly. Get it? All right, now I'm going to use dots to show you why the odd numbers are odd. Just by looking at these dots, you can kind of see why they're odd now, right? A way to think of it maybe is that these guys have a partner, but there's one guy left out. These guys each have a partner, but there's one guy left out. Get it? Where these even guys, they all have partners. 1 divided by 2 is actually a half a number. 3 divided by 2, you'll get 1 and a half. So 3 divided by 2 equals 1 and a half. You have one group and then that odd half out. 5 divided by 2 is going to give you 2 and a half, 2 and 5/10, because you got 2 groups and then that odd guy out, the half. 7 divided by 2, that's 3 and a half, or 3 and 5/10. 9 divided by 2, you're going to get 4 and a half, or 4.5, or 4 and 5/10, because you're going to have 4 groups with that half out. Now I'm going to try it with some bigger numbers. I'm going to write a number and explain to you why it's even or odd. This is 1032. When you look at a number, to tell if it's even or odd, you look at the ones place value. That's it. That is it. That's it. In the ones place value, there's a 2. Because 2 is an even number, this is an even number. 1037. Where do we look at? Where do we look at? The ones place. The ones place value. There's a 7 there. 7 is odd. This number is odd. Because 7's odd, that number's odd. I don't care. I don't care about the 3, the 0, the 1, the 3, the 0, the 1. It doesn't matter. It matters what's in the ones place. I could have all even numbers, but if it ends in an odd, it's an odd number. 2,469. That's even, that's even, that's even, but that is odd. So guess what? It's odd. Why? Because 9's odd. I can have all odd numbers, but if the ones place value is an even number, the number's even. Okay, get it? Check it out. Watch. 1,111,112, because it ends in a 2, because the ones place value is a 2, which is an even number, the number's even. Here's a question for you. Pause the video if you want to ask your class or ask yourself what the answer is. What makes a number even is if it can be divided by 2 evenly. If the number is divisible by 2, with not having that 0.5 at the end, then it's even. 14, it's even, because if you divide 14 by 2, you get a whole number. 13, it's odd, because if you divide 13 by 2, you get 6 and 5/10, you get 6 and a half, 6.5. That's why it's odd. It's odd because the ones place value has an odd number. It's odd because if you divide it by 2, it doesn't come out as a solid even number. You'll have a decimal point. You'll have 5/10 left over. Let's try a few. Pause the video and think of the answer and then get back to it. Even or odd? Odd. Even or odd? Even. Even or odd? Odd. That's it for today. If you want a video about anything in math, write in the comments and maybe I'll make you one.